You know how one decision in Washington can ripple across the world? Well, the new 2025 tariffs are hitting India hard. Imagine factories in Mumbai slowing down, jobs disappearing, and exports shrinking. Let's break down what's really going on here. The 50% tariff punch. Here is how Washington just shook India's economy. What changed? Since August 2025, the US doubled tariffs on Indian exports from 25 to a steep 50%. Why? It's a penalty for India's continued purchase of Russian oil despite global sanctions. Key targets were textiles, gems, jewelry, leather, shrimp, and automobiles, all facing the highest tariff rates in the world. Exemptions were some sectors like pharmaceutical and electronics escaped the blow, offering partial relief. This tariff war isn't just about the trade, it's a geopolitical power play, and India's economy is right in the crosshairs. Textiles tariff up from 13.9%, crippling hubs in Tirupur and Ludhiana. Jewelry rates jumped from 2.1%, putting 1.2 million% diamond jobs in Surat at risk. Shrimp export prices plunged 20% in Andhra Pradesh. This isn't just trade, it's geopolitics, and India's factories, workers, and exporters are paying the prices. On paper, US bound exports are worth 79.4 billion, just 2% of India's 3.9% trillion GDP. But the reality is bigger. Jobs lost, supply chains disrupted, and whole industries struggling to survive. The ripple effects go far beyond the numbers. India isn't just taking the hit, it's striking back. Tax reforms, simplifying GST to boost domestic consumption and keep factories moving. Make in India, pushing self-reliance campaigns to cut dependence on imports and build resilience. Negotiations, engaging in tough trade tasks with Washington to dial down the tariff shock. The tariff war may have begun in Washington, but its outcome will be shaped in New Delhi. The tariff war is far from over. Here is what India faces in the coming rounds. Short-term pain, job losses in export-heavy industries, production slowdowns across key hubs, supply chains shifting under pressure. Medium-term recovery would be diversifying markets beyond the US, strengthening domestic reforms from resilience, and key factors to watch: outcomes of US-India trade negotiations, India's rising strategic weight in the Indo-Pacific, how effective domestic stimulus packages prove, the broader twist of global geopolitics. For India, the fight isn't about avoiding the blow, it's about turning the hit into momentum for the next round. The fight isn't over yet, and neither is the story. Catch me detailed lectures soon where we'll dive deep into every twist of this tariff war.